Regular season, Philadelphia won the head-to-head matchup. Game goes on to face Boston. Orlando, it's Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bane.
Year, and here we are trying to play in to play off.
Sixers won just 24 games last season. This is Oubre inside. Good verticality there from Wendell Carter Jr., who still took a shot to the face. Carroll picked up the foul. And so Adembona at the free throw line getting the start. Again, that emergency appendectomy for more comfortable, and then boom, the appendectomy.
And Nick Nurse.
First offensive possession for the Magic. This is Suggs, pull up Jay, rims out, Edgecombe getting up for the Bulls. Edgecombe, outstanding rookie out of Baylor with the left, won't drop. Orlando the other way. Bane over to Carter, thought about the three. It's Bane getting downhill, tried to dump it off and turned it over. It's one thing Jamal Mosley said his team cannot do in this one. Oubre, no. Out of bounds to Orlando.
So we'll see how much they can control offensive rebounds to score.
Bane hits the J. Boston on Sunday. Had they won that game, this game would have been played in Orlando.
Some really interesting substitution patterns in that game for Orlando as well, as Bane just played 8.
Meanwhile, Orlando left talking about needing to find a sense of urgency. Here's George in the corner. Outside to Oubre. Yes. Tourney shooting a career high from downtown this season. Banchero to the rack.
Oh, great drive. And
Bones blueprint.
Yeah, great follow with that strength, able to score.
Paul George. Mid-range jumper won't drop. George only played 78 of 164 possible games for Philadelphia. This is Carter getting active in the paint.
On the mismatch position, that allowed Wendell Carter to sneak in with a smaller player to collect.
Oubre again. Good.
Well, you mentioned it. Oubre having a great three-point shooting year. 86 made threes on the season. He's the 5th on Philly to do that. 5th best three-point.
All-star Tyrese Maxey with the handle. Shadowed by Banchero. Maxey looking to go to work. Pull up, drops. 28 points per game, 5th in the NBA in scoring. Edgecombe slapping
to the rack.
And that pass through the fingertips of Carter. They say last touch.
Interesting to see how he manipulates his minutes in a huge game. The Bronze is going to want to compete, but they're not going to push him in this one.
Battling back from that high left ankle sprain. This is Banchero. Turnaround won't go, but he'll go to the line. Fouled by Paul George. In those last 10 games. Banchero, meanwhile, knocks down.
Also gave you a little CA that once one team does something that's successful against a good player, every team started to do in March.
George. And that's an offensive foul on Kelly Oubre. And now some early tension and animosity. Play-in tournament intensity already here in Philly. I believe we have double technical fouls. Offsetting technicals, back to action. Bane from downtown drops.
Well, committing 2 guys to power recipe for success. Bane, a devastating three-point shooter, knocks down his first 3.
Maxey sizing up Banchero. Maxey long, and a rebound tapped over to their Orlando uniform. Strong gear stripped there by George. Ahead of the pack, Edgecombe to the rim.
You see the athleticism of BJ Edgecombe out in transition to the rim.
Sixers on top. And foul is called. Going against Adembona.
If you're going to along with Oubre, easy points for the Sixers.
Substitution both ways. Jamal Cain in for Orlando. There he is in the corner.
Wow.
Off the bench and on the scoreboard.
Orlando Magic, just a tremendous worker. Obviously, time with Miami before settling into Orlando.
Maxey got it back from Drummond, who just checked in for Philly. Maxey took the contact and will go to the line. And that'll be 2 fouls on Paolo Banchero.
We haven't even played 3 minutes here. Oh, 4-ish.
And right now it looks like he's staying in the game. Time for our live update. Standing season for the 76ers despite all the injuries and guys.
Back on the defensive end, who it is that Banchero tries to get you on defense. We'll be curious.
Bang on the drive, dumps it off to Carter. Outside to Cain. Cain will penetrate. Kick out to Banchero. Banchero, shot clock winding down. Long two. No. And Edgecombe lost it out of bounds. It will stay with Orlando. Time. Thank you, KP. Tough inbound. Orlando turns it over again. Maxey tied up. Hard foul by Bane. It'll be 2 shots.
They're here, and Orlando's in this game early.
In franchise history in the middle meeting between these two teams. That was back in November.
Later, we put them away.
In the shredder, yeah.
Yeah, we're playing. Those games they just don't give you much.
It was centuries ago as Banchero still out there on the floor with those 2 fouls. He's fouled by BJ.
More time on the perimeter, advantage Paul George.
Banchero defended by Maxey. Over to Suggs, long range 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Edgecombe. The rookie getting downhill. Outside look, Oubre penetrating, lost the handle. Carter scoops it up. Banchero nearly sloppy with the handle. Recovers, can't hit from deep. Another. Maxey through contact, flips it up and off. Sixers shooting 36% in the opening quarter as Carter. This is Cain. No, tipped up and off by Carter. Maxey recovers. For Nick Nurse, may not want to use a challenge in the opening quarter. Inside quickly, Drummond with the left.
A great pass by Paul George. Saw the mismatch, and all of a sudden, a huge flat.
14-year veteran out of UConn gives Philadelphia a 2-point advantage. Suggs, pocket pass to Carter. The jumper is off. Long rebound to Banchero. Banchero spinning and finishing.
Get inside where you underneath.
George. 0 for 2 so far. Got it back. Fires well off the mark. Banchero. Oh, around the back. Baseline drive by Cain. Blocked by Drummond. Corner 3. Oubre. No. And George lost it. 4 triples in that opening quarter. Kelly Oubre Jr. hit 3 of them. Second quarter underway here at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Michael Grady, Brent Berry, Christina Pink. This is Wagner. Hard drive, clearing space, floats it in. Wagner with his first field goal of the ballgame.
That space opened up late. Franz just exploded a shooting window in his first bucket, Grady.
And working his way back into a rhythm after dealing with a high left ankle sprain for most of the year. ISO game, PG, good.
Almost the same kind of possession, just nowhere to go, and Paul George.
That was the first field goal for Paul George tonight. And defensive 3 seconds is the call to the postseason for the 3rd year in a row as Bane misses the technical free throws. A 91% free throw shooter last 9 seasons.
Franz 7 minutes in the first quarter, starting here in the second, so trying to feature him to get him going.
Near turnover, nice feed, Bane with the leg. George. And a defensive 3-second call the other way.
Nobody enjoyed that call more than Andre Drummond. On this time, I think Goga got it for the Magic.
Again, our officials tonight, our crew chief is Tourney and Andre Drummond.
Yeah, number 2 in the league in rebounds per minute. He has been elite his whole career.
Set a solid screen on Wagner. George with the tray.
And for the Sixers to get somebody else besides Tyrese going from 3.
Black, count it, plus the foul. Consideration pace.
With Franz out, he was so good in the starting role that he had for a couple of months.
And has had to find his rhythm not only back in the lineup, but coming off the bench with Wagner healthy again. Foul is called.
More like himself again. Obviously, you don't really want to have a 25-game suspension, but he'd been dealing with some knee pain. He said it wasn't that I wasn't healthy, it's just that I was rehabbing and trying to play through the better.
This is De Silva, tossed it up, broken up by Drummond. 5 turnovers for Orlando. De Silva applying pressure on George across the Edgecombe. Matched up with Bane. Rookie, shifty, pull up, good! Oh, he's not an ordinary rookie.
Had a long talk with all the Sixers here for their home broadcast. He cannot believe the improvements.
Batadze with the follow flush.
But the improvements in season, along with Goga on the rim.
Oh, nice in and out. And a call it double trouble. And Edgecombe's not going to poise. And he expects him to play well in this situation. This is Spain rimming out. And another rebound for Andre Drummond.
False screens. That's what they like to do. To try to get their shooters on the move. Bane misses that one.
Drummond can't hit. Banchero up 2 early personal fouls and has remained relatively clean since. Banchero inside, no. Batadze trying to follow. Diving on the floor. Out of bounds. Philly ball.
Don't love the possession there with Banks.
Sees a double. Off to Drummond. Outside Grimes. Left it short. Hits the top of the backboard. Approaching 4 minutes gone by here in the second. Handoff to Kane. Back to Banchero with some space. The midi is short. But Taze another offensive board. Suggs for 3. No good. And Grimes. Orlando's missed their last 5 threes. Grimes forced to give it up. Grimes will penetrate to the rim, count it, and put him on the line.
Assisting 3.3 assists a game. That's a career high for Grimes. Well, he's a guy who scores in Philly.
Sixers have matched the largest lead of the game. Good idea. This is Edgecombe, rises. Left the shot short. Suggs. Banchero working on Barlow. Fading away. Banchero can't hit. Grimes the board. Philly running. Maxey spots up for 3. And it will not go. 5 for 13 from downtown. Orlando 2 for 8. They get a lot of their work done on the interior. Banchero with the hoop and harm. Banchero completes a 3-point play. He has 11 points here at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Grimes on the drive, dump off, and a foul on the floor. Tony Brothers all over it, calls a Edgecombe. Defended by Kane. 7 on the shot clock. Edgecombe going to work. Pump fake. Fires. Can't hit, and a loose ball foul. We'll keep it here. Jim Bone arguing he was held by Wendell Carter Jr. Got the call. To Bane. Around a Carter screen. Bane firing and hitting. And he wants it to count. The question is whether or not the foul occurred before.
I love the 3.
Lob. And a foul is called. Barlow getting into Kane to the quarter. Bane. In the lane, flips it up with the left.
Adding to that layup total, Grady action gets into the lane for 2.
Orlando with a 22-12 advantage in paint points. Maxey. Got a screen from Bona. Sizing up Carter. Maxey going dancing.
Tough switch. Carter out in space against Maxey, and another deep 3 from Tyrese.
Sixers lead back to 4. Bane at the elbow. Nice speed. Kane with the throwdown.
VJ lost sight of Kane. Great.
3 assists for Bane. Maxey. Pull up. Won't go. Kane taps it to himself. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Banchero. Foul. Philly in the penalty, and Banchero 8.2 free throw attempts per game during the regular season, 6th most in the NBA as he misses. Banchero missed both. Orlando 40. Maxey navigating traffic. Almost threw it away. Edgecombe taps it and then threw it away to Suggs. 3-on-1. Kane to Banchero for the hammer.
Wow, great anticipation by Suggs on defense. The extra Banchero.
Tied at 42. George. Edgecombe now. Over to George. Mid-range. Jay is good. Banchero to the rack. Tied up out of bounds. It will stay with Orlando.
Good drive, Banchero.